Welcome back to your go-to place for the most inspiring and fascinating stories from the entertainment world today. We're diving into 25 of Hollywood's most iconic lesbian couples relationships that are not only beautiful, but also powerful symbols of love and courage. From legendary icons to rising stars, these love stories have touched the hearts of millions around the globe. Are you ready to hear their secret, sweet moments and the journeys they've taken to overcome challenges? Let's get started. Do you have any friends who are part of the LGBT community? If yes, drop a 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Enjoy the video. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to support the channel and never miss out on more great content. When Cynthia Nixon stepped into the national spotlight with her role as Miranda Hobbs in Sex and the City, few could have predicted that she would become one of the most prominent LGBTQ+ advocates in Hollywood. But behind her Emmy, Grammy, and Tony Award-winning career lies a quietly blossoming love story in the public eye, tied to shared ideals of equality and community service. Nixon met Christine Marinoni in 2001 while participating in a political campaign advocating for smaller class sizes in New York public schools. Marinoni, a longtime education activist from Washington, had been instrumental in organizing safe spaces for LGBTQ+ youth and was known for her leadership in community movements. Initially, they were just colleagues working together on a reform campaign, but their friendship gradually evolved into a deep romantic relationship in 2004. At that time, Nixon had just ended a 15-year relationship with the father of her 2 children. She made it clear that her relationship with Marinoni was not about changing her sexual orientation, but about recognizing true love. "I don't use the term bisexual because nobody likes bisexual people," she said sarcastically, but then firmly asserted that her feelings for Marinoni were beyond question. They got engaged in 2009 at a rally supporting marriage equality and waited for 3 years until same-sex marriage was legalized in New York. On May 27, 2012, they officially married in a private ceremony. Later that year, Nixon legally changed her last name to Marinoni's, although she still uses the name Cynthia Nixon in her professional life. The two are now raising their son Max together and are actively involved in progressive causes. Nixon even ran for the position of governor of New York in 2018, with Marinoni by her side at every rally. In a city known for short-lived romances and relationships built by the media, Porsche D. Rosie and Ellen DeGeneres have weathered all the storms and tabloid noise for nearly 2 decades. They first met in 2000, but their official romantic relationship began in 2004 when D. Rosie, who was then starring in Arrested Development, publicly acknowledged her relationship with Ellen. At this time, DeGeneres had already made history in 1997 when she became the first lead character on a primetime television show to publicly come out as gay both on-screen and in real life. Her show was canceled shortly after, and her career faced a setback. However, she made a strong comeback, finding success particularly with The Ellen DeGeneres Show, which debuted in 2003. Their relationship has been serious from the start. In 2008, just a few months after California temporarily legalized same-sex marriage, Ellen and Porsche got married in an intimate ceremony at their home in Beverly Hills. The guest list was short, with only 19 people. D. Rosie wore a pale pink backless dress by Zac Posen, while Ellen donned a pristine white suit. That moment became historic as they became one of the first prominent same-sex couples to legally marry in California. Over the years, they have faced both praise and criticism from the public, but their bond has remained strong. Portia legally changed her name to Portia Lee James DeGeneres. She decided to take a step back from her acting career to focus on her art talent agency General Public. Meanwhile, Ellen also left her talk show in 2022 after 19 seasons on air. Despite being out of the spotlight, their relationship remains strong. "She's not the celebrity in our family," Ellen once joked. "She's the talented one." Kristen Stewart has never been one to follow Hollywood's rules, both on-screen and in her personal life. After gaining global fame with Twilight, she stepped away from blockbuster roles to search for a more authentic version of herself, including in her romantic relationships. In 2017, she attracted attention when she started dating model Stella Maxwell, a Victoria's Secret angel known for her global campaigns and strong presence in high fashion. Their relationship quickly captured the media's attention not for a scandal but for their peaceful confidence. They didn't do interviews or magazine photo shoots as a couple, but their public presence was undeniable. They were together and unaffected by the media's intrusion. Kristen publicly came out as bisexual in 2017 during a Saturday Night Live monologue, joking, "I'm so gay, dude." This remark was widely celebrated by her fans. Her openness marked a significant shift from Hollywood's previous culture of secrecy and brought visibility to same-sex relationships without the need for grand gestures. Although Stewart and Maxwell broke up at the end of 2018, they rekindled their relationship in the summer of 2019 and continued dating until 2020. By 2021, Stewart confirmed she was engaged to screenwriter Dylan Meyer, but her relationship with Stella remained an important chapter in increasing LGBTQ+ visibility in the entertainment industry. Though their relationship didn't last forever, its cultural impact endures. At a time when same-sex couples still faced criticism, Stewart and Maxwell were unapologetically themselves without hiding, explaining, or apologizing. They simply lived authentically. Few Hollywood couples embody peaceful creativity and authentic queer identities as Jessica Nicole and Claire J. Savage do. Known for her role as Astrid Farnsworth in the sci-fi series Fringe Jessica, Nicole has long been a versatile artist, an actress, illustrator, writer, and advocate for DIY fashion. Her personal life reflects this spirit of independence and purpose. Nicole and Savage, a writer and storyteller, built their relationship on a shared love for art craftsmanship and community. They have kept their private life discreet, choosing instead to express their connection through projects and personal stories. Nicole has openly shared how her relationship with Savage challenges traditional gender norms, helping her gain a deeper understanding of herself in both her personal and professional life. They don't build a brand as a high-profile couple, but instead have created a real life full of creativity and mutual respect. Nicole shares their life through her blog and Instagram, discussing topics ranging from ethical fashion to LGBTQ+ representation. While not seeking attention, their love remains a solid example in an industry known for its showiness, representing a love that transcends fame. Brianna Hildebrand is an up-and-coming star in Hollywood's younger queer generation. She made a strong impression playing a tough, energetic teenager in Deadpool 2016, becoming one of the first openly queer superheroes in a major Marvel film. Hildebrand's personal life off-screen is authentic and engaging. She met stage designer Jonica Gisham in 2016 while working on an independent film. Their relationship grew from mutual creative admiration and shared values. Rather than hiding their bond, they appeared together on social media from the start, sharing simple moments like traveling, cooking, and supporting each other's careers. They didn't build a brand. it was simply love. This relationship helped Hildebrand maintain stability amid sudden fame, asserting that the next generation of LGBTQ+ representation in Hollywood needs visibility and authenticity, not validation from the press. Jane Lynch built her comedic career on sharp wit and bold characters, most famously as Sue Sylvester in Glee. But off-screen, her most significant role may be in her real-life love story and her vulnerability before the public with clinical psychologist Laura Embry. Their meeting began at a fundraising event in San Francisco in 2009. Embry, who was known for her advocacy work on parenting rights and LGBTQ+ community psychology, immediately caught Lynch's attention. They started dating soon after and married in 2010 in a small ceremony in Sunderland, Massachusetts. At the time, same-sex marriage was only legal in a few states across the U.S. Lynch, who had only recently gained widespread recognition through Glee, used her platform to normalize same-sex marriage. She often spoke about her relationship in interviews with warmth and humor. Embry, who holds a Ph.D. from the University of Washington, typically shied away from the spotlight, but they occasionally made public appearances together. Their marriage lasted for 3 years. In 2013, Lynch announced their separation, calling it a friendly and difficult decision. They finalized their divorce in 2014. Although their relationship ended, their union marked an important moment for the LGBTQ+ community during a time of social and legal transformation. Lynch continued to support LGBTQ+ youth and represent the community in the media. Few openly gay celebrity couples have captured the attention of global pop culture like Ruby Rose and Jessica Origliasso. Rose, the Australian model actress and former Batwoman star, has long been an icon within the LGBTQ+ community. Origliasso, one half of the pop duo, the Veronicas, brought her own fame and strong voice to their widely publicized love story. Their relationship first blossomed in 2008, but it hasn't always been easy to recognize. Their love is expressed not only through public moments, but also in their mutual support in their careers and lives. Rose and Origliasso have always maintained openness in their relationship, showing love not just through words, but also through actions. Their relationship is not only a part of their public lives, but also a testament to the growth of the LGBTQ+ community in mainstream culture. By 2016, Ruby Rose and Jessica Origliasso officially reunited and confirmed their romantic relationship. Fans were thrilled to see them bond. Rose and Origliasso were already famous in their own right, but together they became an icon of passionate and rebellious queer love. The couple was often seen traveling together, performing at music events, and engaging on social media platforms with unfiltered honesty and flirtation. They even starred together in the emotional music video for the Veronicas song On Your Side, written and directed by Rose. The video portrays the highs and lows of a deep relationship with visually striking yet emotionally raw imagery. What makes their story compelling is not perfection, but vulnerability. Both women have been candid about the challenges they faced, from the demands of distance to public pressure. In 2018, after 2 years together, they announced their breakup, affirming they would continue to support each other as friends. Though their romantic chapter ended, their time together left a lasting cultural resonance. They challenged traditional notions of femininity, queerness, and celebrity relationships by living authentically and vibrantly. Linda Hunt has always stood out in Hollywood, not only for her distinctive voice and commanding presence, but also for her career that defies convention. Standing at just 4'9", she won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress in 1984 for her role in The Year of Living Dangerously, becoming the first person to win an Oscar for portraying a character of the opposite gender. While her on-screen roles are often larger than life, her real-life love story unfolds quite differently. Hunt has been in a relationship with psychotherapist Karen Klein since the late 1970s, and the couple officially married in 2008, shortly after California legalized same-sex marriage. Their relationship is famously private but remarkably steadfast. They have been together for over 45 years, a rare feat in or out of Hollywood. Living in a historic log cabin in Los Angeles, Hunt and Klein lead a quiet life engaging in gardening, antiques, and community involvement. In interviews, Hunt occasionally mentions her wife with warmth and humor, once saying, "Karen and I have built a life together that feels pretty wonderful. She's the practical one. I'm the eccentric." Though Hunt rarely discusses her private life, her visibility as a long-term queer partner carries undeniable significance. There are no tabloid photos, no social media proclamations, just quiet consistency. Jodie Foster has built a career on enigma, intelligence, and restraint. As one of Hollywood's most respected actors, Foster refused to publicly discuss her personal life for decades. The industry she grew up in didn't encourage openness, especially for LGBTQ+ stars. That changed gradually. After years of speculation, Foster thanked her then-partner Sydney Bernard in a 2007 awards speech. The statement was subtle but groundbreaking. It wasn't until 2013, when she received the Cecil B. DeMille Award at the Golden Globes, that Foster publicly acknowledged her identity with a heartfelt, carefully crafted speech. By then, Foster was in a relationship with photographer and former actor Alexandra Hedison, known for her work on The L Word and her successful career in fine art photography. The two married privately in April 2014, with the news only becoming public after the event was officially confirmed. Monica Raymond, known for her roles in Chicago Fire and Hightown, stands out not only for her intense on-screen presence, but also for her candid approach to identity. She publicly came out as bisexual in 2014, via Twitter, becoming one of the few Latinx actresses in Hollywood to do so at the time. Her relationship with cinematographer Terry Siegel blossomed behind the scenes as the two met while working together on Chicago Fire. Their chemistry extended beyond the camera. What began as a professional collaboration grew into a personal relationship rooted in creative synergy and mutual admiration. Unlike couples who seek attention, Raymond and Siegel keep their relationship largely private, occasionally sharing moments through heartfelt social media posts. Raymond has spoken about the emotional and artistic support she receives from Siegel, sharing that they speak the same artistic language. Before becoming one of the world's most prominent transgender actors, Elliot Page made headlines in 2018 when he announced his surprise marriage to dancer and choreographer Emma Portner. Their relationship began quietly on Instagram in 2017 and quickly blossomed into a real-life romance defying convention and expectations. Portner, a Canadian dancer known for her raw, emotive choreography, has worked with Justin Bieber and the New York City Ballet. Her artistic sensibility instantly aligned with Page's introspective spirit. The two frequently collaborated on creative projects, including dance videos and performance pieces, blurring the lines between personal and performative. At the time of their marriage, Page had not yet publicly come out as transgender. Their union was a rare example of two openly queer, creative individuals claiming space as a couple. They often shared intimate, thoughtful moments together, never flashy, but always genuine. In December 2020, Page came out as transgender in a social media letter receiving heartfelt support from Portner. Though they announced their separation in early 2021 and finalized their amicable divorce, their story remains a powerful chapter in LGBTQ+ representation. Elliot Page and Emma Portner's journey reflects love, courage, and the importance of LGBTQ+ visibility. Let's keep uplifting trans voices and fighting for equality. If this inspired you, subscribe and turn on the bell for more meaningful content. Sarah Gilbert and Linda Perry were not a typical Hollywood couple, and that's exactly what made them unforgettable. Gilbert, beloved for her role as Darlene Connor on Roseanne, and later as a co-host on The Talk, spent much of her career keeping her personal life private. Perry, the powerhouse voice behind Four Non-Blondes and a songwriter penning iconic hits like Christina Aguilera's Beautiful and Gwen Stefani's What You Waiting For, carved out her own bold mark in the music industry. Their relationship began in 2011 after Gilbert ended her long-term relationship with producer Allison Adler. With Perry, there was a deep, emotional, artistic connection and personal understanding. The couple got engaged in 2013 during a romantic proposal complete with a picnic, a string quartet, and surprise songs. They married on March 30th, 2014, in a bohemian ceremony in Malibu. That same year, Gilbert gave birth to their son, Rhodes Emilio Gilbert Perry, marking a new chapter in their lives. Though their marriage ended after 5 years in 2019, they maintained respect and co-parenting throughout their time together. Their relationship brought two artists from different realms of entertainment, television, and music together, offering an authentic glimpse into a queer family navigating fame, creativity, and parenthood. While their romance concluded, their contributions to how Hollywood portrays and respects lesbian couples remain deeply valued. Wanda Sykes doesn't just make people laugh, she makes history. As one of the most successful Black comedians and writers in the industry, Sykes has broken barriers for decades. However, her decision to come out in 2008, shortly after marrying French businesswoman Alex Needbalski, became one of the boldest moments of her life. They met in 2006 on a ferry to New York's Fire Island, and their instant attraction blossomed into one of Hollywood's most cherished love stories. Just 2 years after meeting, they married. In 2008, Sykes came out publicly during a Las Vegas rally against California's Proposition 8, a ballot measure banning same-sex marriage. It was an unplanned moment, raw with emotion and conviction. She shared, "I felt like I was being attacked personally." Her coming out resonated widely, especially in Black and queer communities where representation was scarce. Sykes and Needbalski became parents to twins Olivia and Lucas in 2009. Despite Sykes' high-profile career, they keep their family life private. Needbalski stays out of the spotlight, allowing Sykes to speak freely about LGBTQ+ rights and her experiences with racism and homophobia, while maintaining her signature humor in her work. Together, they embody resilience and stability, building a relationship grounded in respect and a commitment to family and equality. In a city where relationships often feel scripted, Lily Tomlin and Jane Wagner have quietly built one of the entertainment industry's most enduring love stories. Lily Tomlin, a celebrated comedian, and Jane Wagner, a playwright, have maintained a long-lasting but low-key partnership. Unlike many high-profile couples, they haven't sought media or public attention. Their relationship didn't start with a red carpet kiss or a social media post, but with a script. They met in 1971 when Tomlin, already a breakout comedy star from Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, sought a writer to help create content for a TV special. That writer was Jane Wagner, a talented playwright with a sharp wit and deep philosophical insight perfectly complementing Tomlin's humor. Tomlin and Wagner married in 2013 after over 40 years together. Their relationship proves that love can thrive powerfully without fanfare. They are an icon of enduring love in Hollywood's tempting world, and their partnership has helped advance representation and acceptance for queer couples in the industry. Cherry Jones is a commanding star who doesn't need fanfare to captivate. A two-time Tony and Emmy winner, she's built a career on nuanced performances and emotional authenticity. Off-stage, that authenticity shapes her relationship with Swiss filmmaker Sophie Huber. Huber began her career as a musician and actor before transitioning to documentaries. She's best known for Harry Dean Stanton, Partly Fiction, a critically acclaimed portrait of the late Hollywood icon. Huber's work, like Jones's, is quiet, deliberate, and layered with emotion, mirroring their artistic partnership. The couple has intentionally kept their relationship private, rarely giving joint interviews or appearing on tabloid radar. Their relationship first became public in the mid-2000s, and they eventually married, though they never made a spectacle of their union. In a 2018 interview, Jones simply referred to Huber as "my wife, choosing authenticity over disclosure, intimacy over attention." The couple splits their time between the United States and Switzerland, embracing a life centered on art and storytelling while steadfastly supporting each other. While Cherry Jones continues to take on powerful roles in projects like Succession and The Handmaid's Tale, Huber remains active in documentary filmmaking, exploring themes of identity and humanity. Leisha Haley became an icon before queer representation was mainstream on television. Best known for her role as Alice Piecki in The L Word, Haley brought depth to a bisexual character at a time when such roles were rare. Off-screen, she's equally open about her identity, and her relationship with musician Camilla Gray reflects that same unapologetic visibility. Gray, a talented singer-songwriter and keyboardist, is known for her work with the electropop duo Her, which she co-founded with Haley in 2007. Behind the barriers of public relations, Haley and Gray have embraced their queer identities both on and off stage. In 2011, they made headlines when they were removed from a Southwest Airlines flight for kissing, an incident Haley publicly called out as discriminatory. The event sparked public outcry and highlighted the double standards queer couples still face in everyday spaces. Despite their bold public stance and creative synergy, their relationship ended in the mid-2000s to 2010s. Their band Her disbanded in 2016, and both women pursued individual projects. Though their romance didn't last, their creative partnership and openness about their queer identities left a powerful cultural impact on the LGBTQ+ community. Their music project was not only innovative, but also became the foundation for a real-life romance. They shared the stage, toured globally, and released multiple EPs and albums, building both a band and a relationship in tandem. Unlike many high-profile couples, they didn't hide their affection, but also didn't flaunt it. They lived authentically with relentless creativity. Their relationship was built not just on love, but on a profound artistic connection where music and emotion intertwined. Sandra Bernhard has never fit into preset molds. As a comedian, singer, and provocateur, her bold personality and razor-sharp wit have made her a cultural force since the 1980s. But her long-term relationship with writer and producer Sarah Switzer reveals another side: stability, quiet strength, and a steadfast partnership. They met in the mid-1990s, long before openly queer relationships were widely accepted in the entertainment world. Switzer, a former editor at Harper's Bazaar and producer at Air America Radio, has largely stayed out of the public eye. Yet her presence in Bernhard's life has been a steady, profound influence. Though their relationship is never flashy, Bernhard consistently acknowledges Switzer as her partner, the one who keeps things grounded behind the scenes. Together, they raised their daughter, Cicely Yassin Bernhard, born in 1998. Tig Notaro has built a standout comedy career on brutal honesty. From her raw live stand-up special recorded days after her breast cancer diagnosis to the Emmy-nominated series One Mississippi, she's made a name by turning pain into wry wit. But one of the most uplifting chapters of her life is her love story with actress and writer Stephanie Allyn. They met in 2013 on the set of In a World, a Comedy by Lake Bell. Allyn, who previously identified as straight, later described falling for Notaro as unexpected and life-changing. Their relationship moved quickly. They got engaged in early 2015 and married on October 24th that year in a private California ceremony. In 2016, the couple welcomed twin sons Max and Finn via surrogacy. Together, they co-created and produced One Mississippi Amazon's semi-autobiographical series tackling grief, family, and identity with rare emotional nuance. The show earned critical acclaim and provided authentic LGBTQ+ representation on screen. They've sustained their marriage amid thriving careers, continuing to inspire in the industry. Rosie O'Donnell has long been a household name, known as a comedian, daytime talk show host, actor, and outspoken advocate on social issues. While celebrated for her candid personality and humor, O'Donnell has faced challenges in her personal relationships, including her significant relationship with Elizabeth Rooney, a police officer. Her relationship with Elizabeth Rooney, a Boston police officer and Army veteran, began in 2017 and progressed quickly despite their vastly different lives. Rooney's background was rooted in service and law enforcement, while O'Donnell was entrenched in the entertainment industry. Their relationship became serious quickly, and in October 2018, they got engaged. Though O'Donnell was open about their engagement, the couple kept most details of their private life under wraps. Rooney stayed out of the public eye, while O'Donnell continued her work in television, theater, and social advocacy, particularly championing mental health awareness and LGBTQ+ rights for youth. Their relationship drew media attention, but O'Donnell consistently emphasized the importance of maintaining privacy while still being a partner and role model in the LGBTQ+ community. The couple built a family life together, raising children and navigating significant personal challenges, sustaining support and love in a society often marked by prejudice. However, in late 2019, O'Donnell confirmed they had parted ways. Though the relationship didn't last, O'Donnell has always spoken of their shared time with respect and gratitude. Maria Bello stunned readers when she publicly declared her love for Claire Munn, an entrepreneur and activist, in her 2013 New York Times essay Coming Out as a Modern Family. In the piece, Bello recounted falling for Munn while co-parenting her son with a former partner. The essay wasn't just about coming out, it redefined love, family, and labels. Their relationship, intellectual and rooted in shared values, marked a profound turning point in Bello's life. Their relationship also challenged traditional narratives about identity and gender. Bello rejected labels like gay to define herself, opting instead for a more fluid approach to living and loving. The couple became advocates for flexible identities and modern family structures. They co-founded projects focused on storytelling, gender equality, and humanitarian causes. Though they later parted ways, their relationship remained marked by deep respect and served as a significant moment in LGBTQ+ representation. The relationship between supermodel Cara Delevingne and musician Annie Clark, known by her stage name Saint Vincent, was a perfect blend of fashion music and LGBTQ+ identity. The couple began dating in 2015 and quickly became one of Hollywood's most watched queer couples. Delevingne had risen to global fame in the fashion industry, while Saint Vincent, with her distinctive music and innovative style, captivated music lovers. Their relationship was more than just a romance, it was a fusion of two bold, creative individuals open about their identities. Together they expressed love and support both on stage and in their personal lives, becoming role models for openly LGBTQ+ couples in the entertainment industry. Delevingne called this relationship her true first love, while Clark described her works during that time as the most inspiring of her career. Their relationship became a cultural reference point for famous LGBTQ+ love, with a truly modern and profound fashion relationship. However, at the end of 2016, the couple parted ways due to career demands and personal growth. Despite the breakup, they continued to respect and support each other. Delevingne went on to champion LGBTQ+ rights and mental health, while Clark released the album Mass Auction, which was believed to be partially influenced by their relationship. Raven-Symoné had lived much of her life in the spotlight, but it wasn't until 2013 that she publicly acknowledged her identity with a tweet celebrating the Supreme Court ruling on same-sex marriage. Around the same time, she began dating model and actress Asmarie Livingston, who gained fame through America's Next Top Model and Empire. Their relationship, though quite private, quickly attracted public attention, especially as both were openly gay and worked in the entertainment industry. The couple didn't attend red carpet events, but their relationship still felt deeply connected. Raven shared in interviews that Livingston supported her emotionally and creatively, noting that Marie understood her need for balance. What made their relationship special was the openness without pressure. Although they broke up in 2015, Raven admitted that balancing inner growth and public image made it difficult for her to maintain the relationship. However, the love and respect between them remained, and the time they spent together marked an important moment in representing the LGBTQ+ community. These love stories remind us that visibility is crucial, especially for the LGBTQ+ community. Each couple has shown that love comes in many forms and doesn't have to fit into traditional molds. These relationships have contributed to changing the perception and respect for same-sex couples in Hollywood. They are not just love stories, but significant steps in creating an entertainment world that embraces diversity and acceptance. Thank you for following the stories of these prominent couples. If you feel inspired, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and share this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more interesting and insightful stories in the future.